Hi, I'm Harper and this is my story. Growing up, I've always gone to church with my family, and we've always gone here at Crosspoint, and I've always loved it ever since I was little. I've grown up with these people, and it's a great church. It's a great environment to be a part of. But I feel like always after church, I would go to the services, I'd be involved, I'd love it, and then after, I'd never really go any farther with it. I'd always prioritize other things that I realize now aren't as important, but back then I didn't understand because I had never really had a true relationship with the Lord yet. And those things are really hard, but you kind of figure them out as you go along. And I feel like another thing was being fearful of the right time to do things. And I didn't want it to seem like I was doing these things because my friends were doing them or other people. And I feel like that was what took me so long to end up giving my life to Christ, was because of the fear of the perfect timing to do it. But I can just tell you now, there's no such thing. Any time is the right time. It's just whenever you feel it in your heart. And I feel like some things that helped me realize that were a really tough time I went through last year in 6th grade. I actually got into a lot of drama, and I lost a lot of my friends for a while, and that was really hard on me because I only had 2 really good friends, and a lot of the time I'd lean on my family to be my friends, and I started hating going to school, and I would just really struggle to be able to get out of bed and have motivation to go to school and do other things that weren't just be at home with my family. And the advice that someone gave me, one of the only friends I really had left, was actually from here, and they told me to pray about it. Anything that I was worrying about or anything on my mind, just pray about it until I couldn't think of anything else to say. And I started to do that, and that's honestly what got me out of that rut that I was in. And I realized that more importantly than whatever drama had happened with my friends, that my friends meant so much to me, and I needed the support from those people, and that their support meant more to me than whatever we were fighting over. So I ended up apologizing to all my friends and making up with my friends, and that really helped me, especially because now those people that I was having problems with are some of my inspirations to keep going every day and growing in my faith. And I'm really happy that I did those things, and through those experiences I feel like I've grown as a person and just grown in my faith even more. And I've been able to learn things like what to pray about if you don't know, taking notes every day, and just doing my extra things besides church. And I feel like that's another thing, just being able to pray, not even having to do a Bible study every single day, if that's so stereotypical. You don't have to do all those things. Just pray and really talk to the Lord and let him know what you feel, and don't hold back from him is something I've learned. I really struggled. I struggle with thinking that everyone's judging me all the time, and I'm also a perfectionist, and some things, when they don't turn out right, it really gets to me. But I always have to remember things like the only person whose judgment matters is the Lord. It doesn't matter what the other people say about you. And I've started to be able to grow out of that phase of worrying so much about what people think about me, what they think I look like, if they like my personality, if I'm too loud for them. I've started to realize that those things don't matter to me anymore the way they used to. And all that matters to me now is what the people I love think about me. And my relationship with God is my number one priority now, which I could never see back then. It was always either sports or school or hanging out with friends and family. It was never about that for me fully. And I feel like just ever since I've ended up giving my life to Christ, it's really helped me be able to grow in that way that I was never able to go past before. After I had started going to church and taking notes every Sunday, I'd heard about all these people giving their life to Christ, and I've seen everybody getting baptized here, and I really started wanting that for me, and I could see myself in the future doing those things. So I really started to do what it took for me to be able to get there, and I started doing the extra devotionals, praying every day, making it a priority instead of just a habit every once in a while to do it. And towards the end of March, I would say, I was doing one of my devotionals, and I really got a message, and it just hit me so hard, and it was why do you choose not to give your life to Christ if you haven't yet? What are the things that are holding you back? And I realized that the thing that was holding me back the most was just being fearful of the timing. And I prayed to the Lord to help me make a decision if that was the right time for me, and to, just give me a feeling, give me a sign that I needed to do those things. And he gave me this heavy feeling in my heart, and it was just telling me, why are you holding back? You don't need to hold back to me anymore. Just give your life to me, and I promise I'll take care of you. And so I did. On March 20th of 2024, I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And ever since then, I knew immediately I wanted to be baptized, and I told all my friends and family, and they were all so excited for me. I really just want to thank my family for being supportive, and even when I was struggling in those times and I felt like I didn't have anybody, I knew I'd always have them, and for just being by me and inspiring me to keep going every single day. And also want to say thank you to Emerson, because she's always inviting me to church and inviting me to all these events, and she's always been a huge inspiration to me in my faith, and she's just helped me so much to grow and lead up to making this decision. And I am so grateful for the friends I have, and that they've been able to guide me and help me and to come to this realization, and my family and everybody. And that is why I'm here today, to show everyone that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.